What is going on, guys? My name is Jace, aka Skizzy, and welcome back to the 1.14 Let's Play Survival Series. Today is episode number 28, and why is my character looking down? I don't know if it's part of the snapshots, but the head movement seems a little bit weird in this. But we are currently just updated to snapshot 19 something 11B, I believe. So it's a brand new snapshot, and that's where villagers kind of got their little overhaul. So let's go ahead and check this out. If we go down here, let's go head into the library, or not library, the laboratory. So let's go ahead and flick this switch right here. And we are going to go look at some of the trades in our villagers. So hopefully they're still as good. Okay, so I see this guy is wearing a different hat. How do I actually trade with them? So I'm actually not sure. If I'm clicking on them, they actually don't have a trading thing set up. So let me go actually try this guy. So I might, okay, so this guy's working and he still has the same trades. These guys are not working and they don't allow me to trade. So I don't know what that is about. But we aren't going to be doing too much with villagers today, so it's really not a big deal. I did want to go check it out on camera really quick though. But what we're going to be doing is actually kind of just spiffing up the place a little bit. I've realized there's a lot of places that aren't finished, just like this place right here. We need to actually we need to finish this. We need to finish this side just like this, and we need to copy that on all floor here. We also need to do something with the back side of this, so I think I want to put stairs here. Okay, well there is a, okay, so let's get this guy. Where is he? Where is he? There he Okay, that was like some lag there, but we are going to actually put probably stairs on the underside of this and just kind of outline everything. I want everything to kind of be finished. We did get all the floor done. I do want to kind of maybe like fill those out as well so that those look finished more compared. And lastly, I want to do these sides right here with, and lastly, I want to do these sides right here. If you can see these tunnels, they just need to be kind of finished, I guess, or kind of brought out, because we still have stuff to do over in these tunnels. We still have quite a bit of areas to put in the base, but I do want to just kind of get the tunnel kind of extended out so that you don't really see the stone anymore. Get these all done, and that's how we're going to start off today's episode. So I'm going to spend probably about an hour off camera doing that, bring you guys back, and then we'll get into the actual nitty-gritty of the episode. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so all of the top areas are in place. The only thing I didn't necessarily get to is the hallways, which maybe we can get into in another episode. I started doing them and I just don't really feel like doing it right now, and we don't really have that much time, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next part of the episode. But before we do that, we are definitely going to look into the base really quick. So as you can see, this is the original one we did, and we just kind of mirrored that on all of these. Tried to do it as similar as possible. I know I probably messed up somewhere, so if you guys find that somewhere, let me know. And I just try to make it as perfect as possible because, oh, I totally didn't see that. Wow, I really need to fill that in. Okay, so that's something else we need to do. But I just try to make it as perfect looking as possible because I know someone out there is probably cringing really hard. But everything in here is in place, and we even put upside down stairs on the other side of what is stairs, and just made that kind of just come together a lot better. But I think we probably should put some type of like chandelier type thing right there just to give that a little bit more light. And the only thing I don't necessarily like is that you can see the grass here, but that is fine. I guess you don't really necessarily look up that much. But we're going to hop into the next part of the episode. Alright guys, so for the next part of today's episode, we are going to be working on the last little circle here. If we fly up and take a big, long macro view of our base, that is like the only place that's necessarily lacking. So we are going to totally overhaul this. So the very first thing, we have to get rid of this beacon, which I know it's kind of sad, but we are going to relocate it somewhere else. We are going to find a good place. We're going to get back all of this iron for a little bit until we build another one, but we are going to try to transform this circle just like we did with the other ones and just make it super green and maybe incorporate some trees and stuff like that. I'm not really too sure what the theme is going to be just yet. That is something that I will probably determine here in the next few minutes. But once I know that, I will bring you guys back. We'll talk about it, and then we're going to get straight into it and have a great rest of the episode. let's go ahead and store this iron and the beacon in a safe place. Go back up. We need to completely transform this place, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that really fast, bring you guys back, and then once we do that, we can get into kind of how we are going to theme this, because I feel like every single section here kind of has a theme. Like, we got our market here, and yes, eventually I'll put some villagers in there once we get everything all settled. We got our little like town and fountain area. Over here is more so like the garden. We got our horse stables plus the little it's like a little waterfall lake like zen area right here. What is, oh, okay, I was like, what is that? But that is a pillager bow, I believe, right there. So we're gonna stay away from that. We're gonna head back over here, and we need to come up with an idea for this. So I'm gonna think really quick, come back, let you guys know what I thought of, and then we are going to get straight into it. Alright guys, so this area is fully kind of paved out here. So we got our road coming, or not a road, I guess it's more like a path. We got our path coming through here all lit up, and then we got our grass. We still need to light it up, or else some mobs are definitely going to spawn, especially as I'm kind of coming away over here. But we need to come up with an idea for this, and I know I've been saying that I need to come up with an idea, but I've always kind of had this idea in the back of my head, and it was kind of maybe, oh my gosh, and there's the mob spawns, like I was saying. I was kind of thinking earlier that we should do maybe like maybe like a guard area. So kind of maybe have some bigger towers here that kind of come up like this, and have this be like the only area that's kind of like guarded like that. Maybe change up the gate here to a little bit bigger one that leads into a town that is kind of more so like tree houses and that type of thing. So I want to have a area where there are basically like huts and whatnot kind of in the trees, and that be like the outside town leading up to this. I know we said something about a town over there, but we could still do that too. But I think that would be kind of cool if we had like a guard area, or an area with some towers with crossbows, and maybe we can put some villagers in there that look like guards, or even maybe trap some pillagers in there if we can. I think if you name tag them, they won't despawn, so I think we could probably do that, and they will have some bows and stuff hanging up top. So we're gonna go ahead and make some watchtowers here, and then possibly do this for the end of the episode. We're going to, by the end, basically what I want to get done is just some guard tower over here, guard tower over here, maybe some little stuff as well around here. Maybe we can put some armor on this horse, and then eventually kind of branch it out that way into the forest, and have a bunch of huts there and a little civilization out there as well. I just noticed I need to put stairs on the outside of this, and that actually brings up a good point. I need to start talking about kind of our outlines here. So if you guys haven't noticed yet, we started putting some outlines around over here, kind of the inverse of that one. This one kind of curls in a little bit, and the outside kind of curls out. But as you can see, we did add that guy there, and that guy there. And I saw a witch, so let's see if we can get this guy. Ooh, come on. My bow skills aren't, oh my gosh, really? My bow skills are not the best, but he is coming this way now. So, okay, there we go. Sounds good. So we got him. So we are going to get working on this. I kind of have an idea of what blocks we're going to be using. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of build one of them, show you guys what I'm talking about, and then we can build the other one together. So I'm going to do that really quick and bring you guys back, and I'll see you in a second. Alright guys, so these are the two watchtowers I kind of came up with. If you guys look at this one, you can see it's not fully built, and it's kind of almost looks like torn down. So I don't know if it's getting built or if it's getting torn down, so I'm not really too sure. I guess you guys can kind of come up with your own ideas about that, but we do got this one over here. This guy is fully prepared, so if we go inside, you can see we go up some stairs, and you got a little bow area, or like a bow area, I guess. So a guy would be sitting up here watching people come in with his bow and watching them come up into the high garden. So if there was some bad guys, they could like shoot at them from up here, and that's kind of how that is. I just left torches because there's no really reason to put anything other than torches in there, because torches would probably be in there. But this is our broken one, but I didn't put in the floor yet, so actually let me just go ahead and do that, and we're going to just kind of mix up some blocks in here. I feel like the floor would probably have a little bit more moss than some of the walls, so let's go ahead and do this. We'll fill in this area, take that guy out, and this is fully complete. So let's actually just put in some torches maybe, and I don't really want them on that, so let's put them like right here. We're going to kind of hide them, try to make it as spawn proof as possible. And then we also need to add in some other little things that would be kind of part of maybe like a guard area. So maybe we can add in some like targets. And if you guys have seen the pillager kind of huts, I guess this is kind of what that's kind of mimicked off of. Obviously those are a lot bigger and a lot probably better built, but where they have their little archery areas, I'm probably going to put one of those over here. And then we probably should put some other stuff over here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put those guys in. Maybe put in some foliage and some lighting as well. Bring you guys back and show you the completed product. Alright guys, so this area is pretty much complete. I think I am kind of accepted. Alright guys, so this area is complete. Alright guys, so this area is pretty much complete. I've kind of accepted where it's at and I really like it. The only thing I would probably add is maybe some armor on the horse, but I didn't really feel like doing that just yet. But if you guys can tell, these are kind of a concept that was shown in the pillager, kind of like the pillager huts or whatever. They had these type of figures right here that were meant for like shooting bows and whatnot. And I kind of liked them, and I thought it kind of fit in with the base. We do have this guy over here on the lead, and if you guys can see, there are quite a bit of lighting underground here. Under these, we got some sea lanterns, so let's go ahead and put that guy back over. It kind of makes it look a little bit weird right here where there is no, where I didn't bone meal. I did run out of bone meal, so I didn't actually get that spot, or else I would have. But I am liking this area, so I think that is fully complete. We are going to get moving on to the next little bit of the episode. We are probably going to get working on this right here, so let's go ahead and do it. Alright guys, so for this area, we are going to do a rough kind of progression of land. We're going to put some stairs here, and I don't want it to be as formal as the other entrance, because in my mind, I think maybe some of the more important people that come into Highgarden are going to probably come through the very first gate, or this gate over here. Did my elytra not go off? That was interesting. Back to what I was saying. I feel like important people are probably going to be coming through this entrance, either like, let's say through like a carriage or something. They're probably going to come through here, and this is a little bit more elegant, and there's not necessarily as many guards. And I feel like if you were trying to, let's say, like break in, or maybe like blow something up or start a war, I don't know what's going on. If you're going to do that, you'd probably come in like the back, but the back is kind of like the more heavily guarded area, which is kind of weird. But let's go ahead and kill that guy. I really wish they had some type of like player that you could have in the game. Let's say kind of something similar to villagers, but better, and they also tried to kill mobs. So let's say you could get like an archer, or that was a job. Like, he didn't have trades, he literally just shot mobs. I think that would be absolutely incredible and would add so much to the game, because I would throw some of those guys over in this area and they'd be shooting mobs, and I'd have them all around the base and whatnot. I was going to put some pillagers in here, but I couldn't really find any, and I knew there were some around, so I just didn't find them. So I didn't go ahead and throw them in here, or else I would have like put them in cages or something. Or that's even something cool too. Maybe we could have like a guy hanging or something in like a metal cage, like he's a prisoner. We could have a pillager do that, or we could even do like maybe like a zombie or something. If you guys watch Game of Thrones, obviously this place is kind of named after a place in Game of Thrones, but they also have kind of like zombies in there as well. So we could do something like that, and that would be pretty fun. But for this area, I feel like I'm going to go ahead and take a break from it, because I'm not really too sure if I love it yet. I like it, but I don't love it. So I think I'm going to take a break from this area and maybe come back to it another day. I do want to make this one, I could put some fences in here, and that would make this quite a bit more of a look like it's getting built up type of thing, which I think I'm going to go for that instead of it getting teared down, because I don't want there to be any like tearing down of buildings in here. Why? This is a great city. Why would that need to happen? So we're going to go ahead for that, and then we're going to head into the last little part of the episode, and then we're going to see. So I'm going to sit on this for a little bit. I like it, but I don't love it, and there are some things I can change, but I'm going to go ahead and wait for that and maybe let some creative juices kind of come to me. But we're going to get into the last little bit of the episode. Let's do it. Alright guys, so for the last part of today's episode, I really just want to take a wide view of this and take in some of the new things that we've been doing on the base. So if you guys can see kind of this outline right here, it adds quite a bit more definition just to the lines of all the circles. And if you guys look over here where it's not finished yet, it just looks so much smaller. So I think the double wide acacia stairs just really brings it all together. And having all the circles like complete now, it's going to look quite a bit better. And yeah, so that is looking amazing. And we also like the crazy thing about this base is that like you have this top area and then like you have this underneath area too that isn't really seen. And once you go down, like now that this is all finished, like everything looks so crazy. And if we go over here and kind of take everything in, that is crazy. I still need to add some glass there, and I probably should put some like different blocks than that because you can see that. And in the grass, I don't necessarily like that. I think it's this side, you can see it, and I don't necessarily like that. But man, this thing is coming together and it just looks amazing. Something before we end off the episode I want to show you, I'll end it off down here, but the snapshots are so weird. So I went ahead and changed this all up like you know, and then I guess I didn't change the floor though. But as you guys know, this area was just completely broken from the snapshot, and we built this, and then right when I logged onto this popped back up, and I was super confused because like it looks super weird, but I actually kind of like it as well because it's adding some texture to the bottom. I just wish more of them popped up because I did have more of this complete, but it didn't pop up, and that would have been just super cool. And I don't know, like you can't even have that underwater. I'm pretty sure you can't put item frames underwater, so it's like a glitch. So it's kind of like an anomaly and kind of looks cool. So I kind of like it now. I like it better than I liked it before. It kind of adds some character to the base. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. I do spend a lot of time making these videos, and I have a lot of other stuff going on. So if you guys enjoy these videos, leave a like on it and hit that subscribe button, and it gives me a lot of motivation, and it also kind of makes me feel good about me putting in the work and time for you guys. If you guys enjoy it, I do not mind it at all. I would love to make videos for you guys if you guys all enjoy them. So just let me know that you enjoy them down in the comments below, and it's going to make my day. But anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.